Mike Dell's World number 190 for February 16th, 2012.
Don't bend the space-time continuum for me, babe.
Quit screwing around with that thing. You found Mike Dell's World.
Lost all control of emotion. It is such a tumultuous ocean. Day after day, I play life's crazy game, and I go on my way, but it's just not the same. I can fake like I'm feeling so safe and warm, but there's always a calm in the eye of the storm. And I'm so wasted now you've gone away. And I'm so wasted now you've gone away. Now I'm here all alone, and there's nothing left to say, 'cause I feel so wasted now you've gone away. So I thought I would write just to get it all out. 'Cause night after night, it's you I dream about. Well, I can't wait to see you face to face, and I long for the touch of your hand and embrace. And I'm so wasted now you've gone away. And I'm so wasted now you've gone away. Now I'm here all alone, and there's nothing left to say, 'cause I feel so wasted now you've gone away. Now you've gone away. Night after night, I sit here alone, and you know it ain't right being out on my own. I know someday I'll see you, but until then, I'll think of you over and over and over and over again. I'm so wasted now you've gone away. And I'm so wasted now you've gone away. Now I'm here all alone, and there's nothing left to say. So wasted now you've gone, and I feel so wasted now you've gone, and I feel so wasted now you've gone away.
Blueberry.com is the digital media interface for everyone. Consumers, find great content and create a single RSS feed for all your favorite shows. Creators, post your show and get comprehensive stats and easy-to-read reports. Advertisers, access new markets via hundreds of available content channels that reach across all demographics. The Blueberry Network, online at blueberrynoease.com.
And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever the case may be. This is Mike, and I'm doing a traditional show here. Figured, why not throw a little music in there today and talk about whatever we talk about here. But let's see, this is episode 190. So I'm 10 more shows, I'll be at 200. Geez, seems like I should be a lot further along than I am, but you know how it is, spits and starts. And so anyway, I don't know when I did the last official show here, but it's been a while. And one of the things I have been working on, I worked on a blog post over at Mike Dell's World. It'll be at the top. I set it as sticky, so you'll be able to go over and read that, make a comment, or agree, disagree, whatever. But I've been thinking a lot lately about the future of what we now know as podcasting. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but suffice it to say, I'm almost in the camp now where we need to change the name of audio podcasting and even video podcasting. Well, the reason being, everybody's heard of podcasting, and that for some reason it brings up this, Wayne's World of radio sort of vision in people's minds, nerds sitting in front of computers, talking with nasally voices and all that. There's a lot of that out there, and there's nothing wrong with that. Content's king, as they say. But I don't know. I think I'm rebranding at least my show here. And I've come up with a name. Real original, but broadcasting. 'Cause that's what we're doing. This is an online radio show. And what we do is broadcasting. And we don't buy the $1 million transmitters or pay the huge electric bills to power them. And we don't have to have a license from the government to do this kind of broadcasting, but it's still broadcasting. And podcasting is one part of the distribution, but it's not the whole story. Most podcasters that take it seriously, and I do somewhat, I'm not going to say I'm, like a professional podcaster, because I'm not. I'm just a guy in the basement with a mic. But I also believe that my content can be good sometimes, especially the tech show that I do, Geek of the North. And, I think the content there is good. I've kind of been taking the month of February off, not intentionally, but anyway, that's a whole nother story. But I think it's time that at least some of us, or at least me, in the podcasting world, expand our reach by calling it broadcasting. And that, just the simple name change or simple rebranding isn't going to really, make it any better. But, when someone asks me, what do? I can say, broadcaster. Technically it's real because I do a terrestrial radio show. So I do actually have my foot in actual terrestrial radio broadcasting. Just do one show, 2 hours every week or every other week sometimes. And sometimes I fill in for other people, but, I do a broadcast show, but that's not about this. But with this is broadcasting, because it's not only available via the traditional podcast, which is an RSS delivered MP3 file, but it's also available on the Roku, on your television. It's available on Samsung Smart TV on your television. It's available on Stitcher Radio, which they call themselves radio. It's an app, but it's available on Stitcher. It's available, on Google TV. It's, so right next to NBC, CBS, Fox, MTV, and all that, if you dig around a little bit and you've got one of these set-top boxes or smart TVs, or even a smart DVD player, you can get this show. And sometimes I actually stream live. I'm gonna experiment with streaming live with I forget what the name of it is now. Dave Jackson and Cliff Ravenscraft have been talking about it, but I am gonna stream live audio, and I may at times stream live video on Ustream, which I've done with my other shows a couple times, a few times, and so. And a lot of the podcasters that take it super seriously, they do live video, they do downloadable video, they do YouTube, they do Vimeo, they do Blip, they do Ustream, they get on all the set-top boxes. So all these distribution methods, and podcasting is just one of them. The podcast model is just one of them. Now, technically Stitcher gets their content from an RSS feed, but they cache it there on their servers and dole it out as a stream. And, Roku, Boxy, and all those, they get their content via the RSS feed, but it's still not the same. You're not downloading it, putting it on a device, or watching it in time-shifted mode directly. You're not, it's just not podcasting. I guess I'm being a stickler for the definition. But, like I said before, someone asked me what I do, I can say broadcaster. Some of it's online, some of it's on air, some of it's video, some of it's audio, but it's a broadcast. They're broadcasting. I'm broadcasting. Somebody tunes into my RSS feed, just like you would tune into a radio station. Pretty much, it's not live streaming. Of course, I am going live to the hard drive today too. Just a little technical geeky note. Figured, what the heck? I've got this stuff. But so I wrote a big long article about that. It's had mixed reviews with people, and that's fine. I don't expect everybody that's into podcasting, either listening and or watching and or producing. I don't expect everybody to agree with me, and I don't expect everybody to change the name of what they do, but, it's been a combination of things. You look at Leo Laporte and the Twit Network, and, you got to admit, the guy's got a pretty good thing going over there, and they broadcast. That's what they do. They do have downloadable content via podcasting, and that's probably still their cash cow. But they, stream everything live, and, and that's really a broadcast. I don't expect to stream everything live. In fact, my video version of Geek of the North is highly produced. Do it on a green screen, but that doesn't make it any less a broadcast. A lot of TV shows are highly produced and, take weeks and weeks to edit. Usually I can get Geek of the North out in one day if I actually do it. But it's still a broadcast. And so that's, from now on, this is the Mike Dell's World Online Radio Show. I'm not going to use the whole name all the time, and I'm not going to avoid the word podcast. It's still available via podcasting, and that's fine and dandy. I guess what started it off was a Facebook discussion. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mevio. Probably those longtime listeners and or longtime podcasters, of course, know what Mevio is. Mevio is the former Pod Show Incorporated that was started by Ron Bloom and Adam Curry of MTV fame, and currently doing No Agenda with John C. Dvorak. But anyway, Mevio sent out notices to most of their producers. I can't say all because I don't know, but a goodly portion of them saying that they're getting out of the audio podcast business, and that they turned on everybody's account to read only, and you're expected to get all your content off of Mevio and move it to another service. However you do that. I got some suggestions, but I won't make this into an advertisement, so... But, there's several good media hosting services out there, and some good, robust web services that even work. But anyway, they got a lot of them got a Dear John letter. Hey, we're getting out of the business. And the nice thing about it, though, is they're allowing the podcasters to redirect their feeds in case they had the Mevio feed going directly to iTunes or any of the other podcast aggregators, catchers, and whatever you want to call it. So at least they're being cool about it. And I've helped a couple people so far get their feeds moved and get their own WordPress site set up and get set up with, their own thing. And it's all good. But anyway, that's what started it. And there was a conversation on Facebook with Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov. He pointed out the article from, I don't know which, Gizmodo or Engadget or TechCrunch. Maybe, I think it was TechCrunch. But anyway, there was, they mentioned the Mevio move. And so, Mark was saying, podcasting's dead, blah, 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 blah. And, I got to disagree with that. It's not dead. It's just morphing into something that the original bunch of podcasters didn't expect, didn't foresee. They thought that podcasting, all you gotta do is just turn on a mic and record something and throw it up on the web and you can all quit your day jobs. Well, it's not quite the way it's happening. There are a few. And, and the few that are making their entire living off of podcasting are very serious about it. And they do all these other things. They, blog regularly. They engage on social media. They do YouTube. They do, they get their stuff everywhere. And, I'm thinking of like Callie Lewis and Todd Cochran and that's a few of them. There's a few, there's quite a few others, I'm sure. Cliff Ravenscraft, he started out right though. He's kept it all in-house and all that. Callie was on Mevio and kind of got a crappy deal when she left Mevio, at least from all outside appearances. And she went to Revision 3 and she's got her own company, Livid Lobster. And now she's doing a show for Mevio again. Now Mevio is staying in the video business. They want to be a short form video. That's what the note said. I'd read it, but it's probably boring, so I won't read it. Anyway, hey, let's keeping this as a traditional show. The first song I played there was, was Kevin Reeves. A song called "Wasted." I'm gonna play another Kevin Reeves song. This is one of his popular tunes that he did back in the early days of podcasting. He was one of the PodSafe artists over at the PodSafe Music Network, now known as Music Alley. And I do believe Mevio is going to keep that going. But anyway, these are the songs I got here from him are from 2006. I did just get a new album of his, but it's a rock album that, a heavy metal rock album that he did with a group here locally in Traverse City. And he is working on his own solo project that hopefully will be out, sometime this year. And definitely look forward to that. But anyway, I'm going to play another one of his classics. This is Kevin Reeves, "Shine."
I've been sitting here for so long. I've got the music, but I just ain't got the song. time. I'm waiting for the day when I can be the one to shine. Cause I really wanna shine. Whoa, I really wanna shine. Turn this water into wine. Cause I'm thirsting for a time when I can shine. Turn this water into wine. Cause I'm thirsting for a time when I can shine. When I can shine. When I can shine. When I can shine.
And Kevin Reeves, the guy who sung that song, moved back to Traverse City. So he is approximately 1 mile from me. He's in a kitty corner across the airport. That's not important. This morning we had a Traverse City Geek Breakfast, they call it. We meet at a local restaurant called the Omelet Shop. Pretty famous place if you know Traverse City. But anyway, Kevin organizes this Traverse City Geek Breakfast now that he's moved back. He spent some time in Nashville and I think New Orleans and God knows where, but he's back here in Traverse City. And he's actually been doing, what do we got here? Oh, something's going on. Hang on, let me pause this. Okay, that was completely weird. I just got my iPod in the iPod dock, a little boombox iPod dock, and anyway, it's I apparently left the Wi-Fi on it, and a Facebook message came in, and there it goes again. All right, I'm gonna have to just stop this thing. Hang on, I'll just leave the mic going. I gotta pull this thing right out of the dock. What happens is if a notification comes up, it wakes up the boombox, and the boombox starts playing. And I had a couple of Facebook notifications come in. So, okay. Future reference, I got to turn off the Wi-Fi when it's in the dock if I don't want it to start playing on its own. Interesting. But anyway, Kevin, like I said, is back in town, and this morning I picked him up. We went over to Omelet Shop and had a great breakfast with a bunch of geeks. I don't know, there's about 8 of us that showed up for that. It was very cool. And so now I'll probably be hanging out with him for a little bit and, on and off. Like I said, since he's just around the corner, I'm sure we'll find some trouble to get into. Maybe I'll get him in the studio here and we'll do an interview when he launches his next album. So that'd be cool. We'll do the CD launch here on Mike Dell's World Online Radio Show. So let's see personally what's been going on. Not much since we got back from Vegas, doing a lot of video editing and video posting. We're at Geek News Central and TPN.TV. Going to be doing some more work with Raw Voice, of course, with the Blueberry stuff. And, hey, did you notice the little Blueberry commercial there? It was the VO Minute podcast. Did some of those for Blueberry. I'll play another one. They're pretty classy and pretty weird, and some of them anyway. That one was pretty classy, and they did a great job on those. I need to produce a few of those. Like I said, it is nice to be part of a network per se. And oh yeah, Blueberry just went over 10,000 podcasts listed on the network. Now, who knows if they're all active? You know, there's a lot of shows that pod fade. I just recently pod faded a few myself, and I don't know. There's one more that's teetering on the edge, but I haven't made the decision yet. We'll see. I'm going to do another push on that here coming up, and we'll see where it goes. But you know, I look at what I do with this particular show as more or less a hobby, and with the Geek of the North, I'm trying to make that one, you know, be more serious, but still, you know, not quit your day job level income or anything. I don't ever expect that from it. But just something to keep my foot in it, because I'm doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and it's good to know what you're talking about when you're talking about it. And speaking of talking about it, over at schoolofpodcasting.com, Dave Jackson interviewed me a couple weeks ago, put out the episode on Monday, and we talk about FeedBurner, and he says versus PowerPress, but I would say FeedBurner in comparison to PowerPress, even though they're not even competing products and they do different things. There are certain things that one does, or that both of them do, that are the same, but that's minimal. The PowerPress plugin is a completely different thing than FeedBurner, and if you know what FeedBurner is for and know how to use it, it's a pretty good service. It's just, and it's not exclusive. You can still use PowerPress. Anyway, totally got off the subject there. And like I said, go over and check that out. It's schoolofpodcasting.com. That's Dave Jackson. Yeah, let me play this other 30-second Blueberry spot. See what you think of this.
I walked through the damp, foggy streets, my mind swirling. So much content, so many podcasts. How do I find the best? Then it hit me like a big blue neon sign flashing through the mist. Blueberry. All I had to do was drop the E's and go to blueberry.com. Blueberry, the digital media interface for consumers, creators, and advertisers.
I think that's pretty classy. It's a little weird, but definitely classy. I'll be using those. And going to the beginning of what I said there, about podcasting and the word, I still don't have any problem with the word. It's just, like I said, to make it understandable to the average person, just say, yeah, I do a radio show. I do an online radio show, or do an online TV show, or I'm a broadcaster. Because I think I'm just as much a broadcaster as bloggers are journalists. And I do blogging too, so I guess I'm a broadcast journalist. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. Mike at MikeDell.com or Twitter, MGDell. Find me on Facebook. Google Plus. If you go on Google Plus, though, make sure it's the one that says not from Dell Computer. Because there's another Michael Dell out there, as you probably know. And he's a little more popular than I am on Google Plus, but I got him beaten Google. If you type Mike Dell on Google, chances are you'll get me first. 50-50 chance. Kind of interesting stuff. Let's see. Like I said, been working a lot of video stuff. Got some other irons in the fire that may or may not bear fruit, but we'll see. And I'm still pretty much enjoying the self-employment. I don't know. We'll give it a little more time. I got a little more runway before I have to shit or get off the pot, I guess would be the right way to put it. But I didn't want to earn my explicit tag. I guess one little slip doesn't earn the explicit tag, does it? And let's see. Wife's doing good. She's still doing her gig and doing good at it, so that also helps. I think It's time for another song. We're going to play one more, Kevin Reeves. We're going to play the one that was probably the most popular back in the old days of podcasting, way back in 2005. Anyway, this is Throw Me a Line by Kevin Reeves. With 40 million bytes of information flying your way. This is the Mike Dell's world. There we go. I screwed that up. I was trying to be broadcaster like, but yeah, see, we could, instead of saying watts, we say bytes or kilobytes or gigabytes, whatever. Hopefully it's not gigabytes. I don't know. My shows tend to be about megabyte a minute, something like that. So that'd be a few million bytes of information. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about that while the song was playing. I lost my train of thought. See that? Oh, yeah, that's what it was. See? There you go. Now, if I was a professional broadcaster, that would either be a mistake, or B, edited out if it was a recorded program. But see, that was part of the lure of podcasting, is it was just real people talking into microphones. Some of it's lousy, some of it's good, but that was the original podcasting, and it's still that way. And like I said, the name's still applicable. It's just, I think broadcasting does conjure up a little bit different view of it, even if it's the same thing. I don't know, maybe it's marketing spin. Am I getting caught up in marketing here? But anyway, the thing is, all the warts are in there, that kind of thing. I do that a lot, and I try not to. And I also notice I put an on the end of things, that kind of thing. And I'm trying not to. And, if I'm, really relaxed and just talking, I don't do that so much. But that's, you're not going to hear that with a professional radio voice. And, I generally try not to do that when I'm on the air anywhere, but I'm sure it happens some. I know during fundraisers, since we're a community radio station where I work in real radio broadcasting, and we do the fundraisers, and you do spend a lot of time talking, kind of the begathon thing. And luckily it's only 2 weeks a year, one week in the spring and 1 week in the fall. And so we're not as terrible as say an NPR station. We're not anything to do with NPR. We're not network. It's all local, all live DJs, and we play every kind of music you can think of. In fact, let me put in a little plug. It's WNMC.org. If you follow me on Twitter at MGDell, you can you'll definitely know when I'm about to get on the air for a couple hours. I generally play folk and bluegrass type music, but sometimes I've been known to sit in on the blues, on one of the blues shows or on one of the jazz shows. And every so often I get on the morning show. They got kind of a morning zoo thing. Goes from 6:30 to about 8:30 Eastern time. And, they tend to lean a little bit liberal, at least some of the hosts. It's usually 2 or 3 people, and it kind of rotates through the week who's on there. Some of them are quite liberal. Some of them are quite middle of the road. We don't try to be political at all, but, you can't help it. So whenever I go in there, I always got to say, hey, I got to get in here and lean this room to the right a little bit. And, it's all good natured and whatnot. So it's a lot of fun. But, stay tuned to the Twitter if you want to see when I'm going to be on. And you can listen online at WNMC.org. And plus they got some good music. During the day, they play a lot of jazz, a lot of instrumental jazz. So it's good background music. And, different times of the day or night, they have different things. They have blues shows, rock shows, folk shows, a thing called Crossroads, which is acoustic blues and folk. And you've got a live radio show. It's an open mic thing. They do at a bar around here, and they play that on Sundays. And they got, world music, American Indian music, or Native American music, however you want to put that. It's a pretty diverse thing. It's a lot of fun. I'm not super duper into the music. Like some people are just, that's all they do is music. And, as with this podcast, sometimes I'm in a music mood and sometimes I'm not. And like I said, today I wanted to feature Kevin Reeves and see if I can find his what the name of this thing is. And I'll put a link to the show notes if you want to, you're into hard rock and want to listen to his heavy metal group, it's not exactly my thing, but it is pretty cool. So, and it's it's a local group here, and they do a pretty good job, I guess, if you're into heavy metal. And I don't know, is my computer locked up? That wouldn't be cool. I know it's still recording, so it's not completely locked up, but apparently Audition here has definitely took over the computer, so hopefully I don't lose this file. Well, I've got the digital recorder also recording, so this may be the file I'd recorded onto the computer, or it might be a backup file, but anyway, I'm prepared. And with that, before everything falls apart here, I'm going to go ahead and call this a podcast. I appreciate you listening. And be sure to check out my other podcast at geekofthenorth.com and also retrotechpodcast.com. And as always, proud to be part of the Blueberry Network. In fact, I want to play one more from the VO gal there, from the VO Minute podcast. Here's another Blueberry promo.
Hello, this is your computer. This podcast is part of the Blueberry Network. I enjoy blueberries. Please find more at blueberry.com. Blueberry. No E's, please.
Okay, I don't like that one as much. It's a little hard to listen to. But anyway, you guys can catch me later.
That's all, folks.